AI is transforming industries, but most businesses don't know where to start. The problem is, if you're not already using AI to improve your operations, you're likely falling behind your competitor. Hi, I'm Andrew, CEO of apHarmony, a custom software development company located in the lovely suburbs of Chicago, Illinois. When you're thinking about using AI to improve your business operations, it can help to think strategically about the different types of AI and how each one can add value to your business. Every expert has a different way of classifying the different types of AI, but I generally like to group them into 4 categories. First, you have robotics, which focuses on using and programming machines to automate human labor. Next, you have computer vision, which is focused on quality inspection and helping machines interact with the world around them. We also have machine learning, which is focused on the training of computer systems to perform repetitive tasks, such as filling out forms or classifying items. And finally, we have NLP, or natural language processing, which is focused on helping machines interpret and understand and even write language. Now, NLP is where we've seen the most advancement recently, mainly in the area of large language models, or LLMs. So, large language models are AI systems that are trained on a huge amount of data. Think of the large language model as the predictive text on your phone, except a lot smarter. You start typing on your phone, and your phone is going to guess the next word. An LLM does basically the same thing, but it's trained on massive amounts of data. All the books, websites, and conversations that you can think of. That's why it can write a whole paragraph at a time that sounds human. Now, there are different approaches and ways of interacting with LLMs. The most basic is through prompts. When you give a large language model a prompt, here's how it works. It breaks down everything you wrote into little tokens, which are basically individual words or small phrases. It then sends these tokens into the model and tries to predict what the next logical word would be to add to that previous set of tokens. So if you asked it a question here, the next logical word to add to the end of that would be the answer to that question. And it keeps doing that over and over, building your response one word or short phrase at a time until it's fully answered the question. In a way, you can think of an LLM as a super advanced autocomplete system, generating text word by word until it's completed the pattern that it sees in the data. This can be great for applications like generating and enhancing website content. If you have a large number of items on your online store, you can use an AI integrated management system to create the first draft of content for those items, and then have the user system to moderate and approve those individual content items. This can save your team weeks or months of work when onboarding a large number of new products. The problem with prompts is that they can only handle a limited amount of information every time you make a request to the AI, and this is essentially called the context window. Even if the AI provider allows for a bigger context window, those providers generally charge you more for that larger amount of data that you send with each request. That means that if your application needs to send a lot of information with your requests, like a full set of operating procedures, or for instance, a large customer database, that can really add up in the amount that you have to pay for your AI processing power. And it's often not practical to just dump all of that into your prompt at the same time. But there are other options to consider. The chief among those is RAG, or Retrieval-Augmented Generation. RAG connects your database and documents directly into the AI engine, often as a function call. When you ask the AI model a question, that model will then perform a query to that database and use the resulting information in assembling your response. Instead of trying to teach the AI model all of your company's data, you can implement this Retrieval-Augmented Generation, and the model is going to query the database when it needs to. Another AI integration method is MCP, or the Model Context Protocol. In some ways, this is similar to RAG. The way MCP works is it enables you to integrate with external software, tools, or API interfaces. For example, you can have your AI agent connect to an external Google Maps or location API. You can have it connect to a news aggregator, or you can even have it perform financial transactions. This gives AI agents a standardized way to interact with external tools and data and uses open standards to make that happen. Finally, we have fine-tuning, which is a more advanced AI integration method that essentially creates an entirely new type of AI. You can train or teach your AI to integrate your existing customer data to create a completely new model. When you query that new model, it's going to inherently know your company data based on those documents that you train it, so it doesn't need to have that in the context switch. While fine-tuning can be a really effective method for saving costs on larger AI integrations, it is a bit more involved than these other methods that we discussed, like prompts, RAG, and MC. These implementation methods are the basic building blocks of AI applications that we can combine to create more advanced systems. So here's the bottom line. AI is a huge competitive advantage, and businesses can start leveraging it today to create faster, smarter, and leaner operations. If you found this video to be helpful, be sure to like and subscribe. And if you're ready to explore how AI can improve your operations, reach out to us. We'd love to help you get ahead of the game. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.